Hey, what's going on, my friend? This is Young Hercules again. Just here to talk about a little bit, take about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to just talk about mindset. All right. Now, this is like the next step in like your foundation. If we're building a building, and we put the bricks down, with the first level. This is like the second level foundation right here. You need to work on your mindset, and mainly what I mean by mindset, I'm talking about self development. All right, and how do you? A lot of people ask, or a lot of producers ask, like, how do you set your mindset on the right path of, success? And the answer is pretty easy because I learned this from a good mentor. He said any skill is learnable. Any skill is learnable. So it's like he said, if you could drive a car, you could learn how to do anything. And I thought about that, and I mean, it's really true. It's really true. And how is it so true? If you think we have all these books and all these and now in 2014 we have all these videos, and they're just explaining how to do anything that you want to know how to do. You could practically go to the library and get a book on anything that you want to learn, read it, and learn how to do it. So that's how we work on our mindset, our self development. You can do it by reading books. You can do it by listening to audios, or you can do it by watching videos online or reading articles online. Because the information is out there for us. It's just we have to go. We have to search for it. And basically, what I wanted to do, I guess, right now is just give you some of the books that I'm reading and I'm gonna read, and that I have in my personal library. And that's something that you want to do too. You want to start creating a personal library for yourself of books, or you could bookmark videos on your computer that you go through. That's information that you want to learn how to you want to learn the skills available to you. So for instance, this first book that I just finished reading yesterday, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. It's really just a book, talking about success mechanisms and self-image, and just dehypnotizing yourself from all these false beliefs that's been going on, or that you've been intaking into your mind since you were a child. Things like you can't be successful, or you can't do this because you're not smart or anything like that, and how to reprogram your mind to have success beliefs installed in your mind and everything. And I mean, it's a really powerful book. It talks about the power of rational thinking, being realistic, and not unrealistic in your goals and your attentions, sort of like what I spoke about in the last video. And it's a very good book. It's pretty small. It's about 268 pages. But I mean, you could read this probably in about a week, if you just spend 30 minutes a day just reading. That's another thing. If you're gonna do this, I would suggest spending at least 30 minutes to an hour reading a day, to really help develop your mindset. Because in a good 3 to 6 months and even a year, you're gonna see the complete difference of how you speak, the thoughts that come from your mind, the ideas that you come up with. They're going to be totally different than what they were 12 months ago, you see. So going back to the thing where I said every skill is learnable, you can practically learn how to do anything. So if you want to learn how to be happy, you can study how to be happy. If you want to learn how to be joy, or how to have joy in your life, you can study how to have joy in your life. If you want to study how to be successful, you can study how to be successful. If you want to study how to become a millionaire, you can study how to become a millionaire. If you want to study how to become a billionaire, you can study how to become a billionaire. If you want to study how to do, go into the stock market, you can study how to go into the stock market. Us as music producers, you as a music producer, you want to learn how to sell beats. You can actually study how to sell beats. You can study how to sell beats online. You can study how to sell beats offline. You can study how to sell beats specifically on SoundClick. You can study how to sell beats specifically on Rock Battle. You can study how to sell beats specifically through my Flash Store. I mean, you can get that specific and actually learn how to do it. Now things like that, most of that stuff is going to be online because there aren't too many written books on how to do things like that. But I'm pretty sure you can find ebooks and videos of people like teaching you how to do it. But I'm really into, books because some of the things that I wanted to learn, like for instance, I wanted to learn, how to sell, because us as music producers, we have to know how to sell, because if we don't know how to sell, we're not going to sell any beats. You can't sell any beats without selling to a music artist, in a certain way. So what's crazy is, I have this book, I wanted to learn how to sell, and it says How to Master the Art of Selling. It's a whole book on how to sell. It's a whole book, How to Master the Art of Selling. That's how easy it is. All you have to do is pick whatever you want to learn how to do and just find a book on it. They're out there. I wanted to learn, how do millionaires think, because, one day, I want to be a millionaire, in the future, and I wanted to know how millionaires think so I can start thinking that way now and, start implementing the beliefs that they have and take out those false beliefs that I grew up with. So, I got another book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. You see? Like, it's that easy. It's that easy, mastering the inner game of wealth. It's that easy. I wanted to know how millionaires think. Now I got a book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It's going to teach me, thought patterns of how millionaires think. I've read all three of those books. And, there were other things that I wanted to learn about too. And a couple books that I'm about to start reading starting this week. I actually, I wanted to learn more about patience because, us as music producers, we want to succeed and we want to get to where we want to go on our journey. We want to have the money, we want to have the time, we want to have the freedom. We want to live off our music. But we have to realize that sometimes, you have to be patient and you have to be willing to put in the work on the way to that point, you see. So I wanted to learn about patience because, beforehand, like when I first started, my patience was really low. I would do work for like a week and then I wouldn't see any results, and then I would ask why, and I would get kind of frustrated because I had set up, all night, making beats and trying to contact music artists and, things like that, but I just wasn't seeing the results yet. But now that I've matured, I've noticed that, I just didn't have enough patience to really, keep going at it, and then the results were going to come later. So I wanted to learn about patience and about, creating more patience and, having, creating that time, that space to where, I'll be doing work and everything, and then I'll see the results on the back end. So I got a book called The Power of Patience, right? It's that easy. I wanted to learn about patience, and I just found the book, The Power of Patience. It's a pretty small book. I can probably finish it in about a week, just reading 30 minutes a day, And I'm going to start that one. I'm going to start reading that one next. Another thing that I wanted to know, and it kind of pertains to music production. It pertains to business in general. I wanted to know what made other businesses successful. Other just regular business, like, businesses like, Coca-Cola or, Pepsi or, Gatorade and stuff like that. Like, what made those businesses successful, like Nike, and things like that. Like, what made them businesses really dominate their field, So I could really understand, okay, this is things that they did to become successful on a bigger level. Like, they're on a massive level. You're talking about they're reaching the world. Like, they have commercials on TV reaching millions and millions of people every day. So I wanted to learn about that, and I actually found this book. It's called Grit, Guts, and Genius, and it talks about, what made, like, businesses back in the day, like, really successful. Like Nintendo, it talks about different businesses and different commercials, and like right here, I think you see that's Absolute Vodka. It says like, on the cover it says, what made Batman an instant box office smash, or how did Absolute Vodka become America's #1 vodka? Why did George Bush media campaign make him president? You see what I'm saying? It talks about a lot of different areas, a lot of different subjects on how people became successful. Why is Nintendo such a craze? Like when Nintendo was really big, as a gaming company, what made them so big? And I wanted to know things like that because that could possibly help me, and I could relay that message back to you on how other businesses were really successful. So it's that easy, to work on your mindset and work on your self-development. All you have to do is pick whatever you want to learn how to do, get a book on it or watch a video, and just study it. One of my mentors said, don't be lazy in learning, because as time goes past, we have to steadily keep evolving, keep our knowledge evolving and everything like that, and just keep up with the times. So that, my friend, that's all for this video. Just wanted to really talk about mindset and self-development. Today, just go pick up a book. Just think of something that you want to go study and go pick up a book. You can go to your local Barnes and Nobles or Books A Millions, or some of these books I actually got from, like this book right here, I actually got from a Goodwill, which is a thrift store, because they have books in there. I mean, I got this book for like $2 because books are really cheap in there. I actually got that. I actually got this book from Goodwill as well. It was like $1. I got the How to Master the Art of Selling. It was like $2. I mean, just go somewhere and get a book and find some books and start reading today, and start changing your mindset and start, developing yourself as a human being. And it's going to help you in the future. It's going to help you, 12 months from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now. All right. You'll see the difference. I guarantee it. All right. So this is your boy, Young Hercules. Just make it a productive day. Start reading. Start working on your mindset and your self-development. All right. See you next time.